So I'm making a really easy pasta because I need to learn how to cook. And like I know how to cook, like I'm actually really good at cooking. But like nobody would know that because nobody ever asked me to cook for them. So today I'm making this. It's like a take on this pasta that I like from this one restaurant, and it honestly tasted better than the restaurants when I made it for the first time. So it's spicy pasta. I'll show you how I do it. But it's like the blush sauce, like the light pink sauce. And then I'll just show you the little things that I do. It might take me a minute because the water is heating up. And I don't want to show everything if it's not ready. But what I do first, I start to boil the water for the pasta. And for some reason, I was told to put salt in the water. I don't know if the salt like makes the pasta taste good or if it like makes it boil faster. But my stove is so slow when I try to boil water. And I feel like every stove I've ever had was like that except for this one apartment I was in. But yeah, I'm waiting for the water to boil right now. And I do put my meat in the microwave for about 5 minutes, 4 minutes, depends, to unthaw it because I just don't have the time to be like, oh, like I'm definitely gonna cook today. Like there's never like a moment where it's for sure that I'm gonna cook, just because I live alone. But the easiest way for me is just to microwave my meat for a few minutes until it thaws out. Okay, now I am putting the other side of the stove on in my pan for the meat. It looks like the water is boiling a lot now, so the pasta should honestly be done in a few minutes, but I'm gonna make the meat now. I season the meat ever since my brother said something to my mom a few years ago about how she doesn't season her spaghetti meat. Whenever I make pasta with meat, I always season the spaghetti now. I spent a little bit too long cooking. Like 5 minutes is probably too long. 4 minutes is fine to unthaw your meat because it cooked a little, but that's fine. I'm gonna season the meat. I think what I used last time was this because it literally tastes good on anything. I learned about this from my brother. It's the Dan-O's seasoning. You can get it at Walmart. It's low sodium, 0 calories. Replace your salt and pepper. Great on vegetables, chicken, fish, steak, seafood, pork, and everything else. Like I said, it really tastes good on anything. So I'm just going to season my meat a little bit with this and probably a little bit of salt and pepper. Never mind, scratch that. I'm not going to put salt and pepper because I feel like there's already a lot of sodium. Even if does it say it doesn't have sodium? Low sodium. There's no way it doesn't have sodium. But anyways, so I'm gonna make what am I doing? So I like to mash up my meat like before it cooks and quick. This time I didn't, which I regret because it looks like worms and I hate that. I like it when it's like ground beef, you know. But the pasta is almost done. I checked it. It's a little hard still, but I turned off the stove and just letting it sit in the hot water. And then I'll show you what I do next. So I'm using the spicy marinara from Prego because I think that's the one I used last time and it just tasted really good. I like this brand for Alfredo sauce. I would prefer to make my own Alfredo sauce if I was to make like Alfredo at home. But since we're just mixing it, this will be fine. This one says 4 cheese. I think any Alfredo honestly would be okay if you mix it with this one. But the point of the pasta is for it to be a little spicy. I don't have anything else to mix this, so I'm just gonna use a ladle. Never mind. Anyways, I probably left a little too much water in there because it's watery. We'll see. I'll probably like let it thicken and maybe the meat will like thicken it. I'm practicing, by the way, y'all. That's why I'm recording this because... And I eyeballed it for how much sauce I put in. I put a little bit more marinara than the Alfredo, and it should be like a pinkish color. So, hate dirtying up my stove, putting that there, but I'm gonna dump this in now. And there wasn't like a lot of grease with the meat, so yeah. So this is what it looks like. It's really good. I haven't tried it yet, but I made it before. It looks okay in the pan, but like when I plate it, it'll look pretty, and I might put like, I don't know, something on top, like another like little seasoning or whatever. I don't know, but I'm gonna let it thicken for a few minutes, like let it sit, because I did leave too much water from boiling the pasta. Because I like to use the same pan that I boiled the pasta in to stir all this stuff together, obviously.